listening to Teets and Ash, the show where two real-life providers get real about health habits, wellness, and the broken healthcare system. We're here to educate, empower, and entertain you. One appointment-free episode at a time. This is healthcare without the bullshit.
Coming to you live from Teets and Ash.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Burnout. What says burnout? Like Teets and Ash.
I don't know.
Shit. Man.
Okay.
That's a topic.
It's a huge topic. I think this may be like a 2-part series. I'm not really sure. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. Because
this is a hot topic.
It is a hot topic. We've talked about this for years.
We have.
And realistically, I really think this is why I left.
Well, this is and
Part of the
you've
reason.
been gaslit. We've talked about it, but then you're gaslit.
Your whole life.
Your
whole
years.
healthcare life.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's some
Here's some pizza.
duty or cops. They're like, you signed up for it.
Oh, fuck that.
Do you think that I knew that I signed up to be a raging lunatic by the time I was 50? No.
Bitch, 45. What are you talking about?
I mean, no, there was nothing like that in the old contract.
No, I mean, originally when we got into nursing, it was like you get to care for people. It's altruistic. You get to do all these great things. And, you
can pay
it's
your
a
bills
calling.
too.
It's a calling.
Yes.
And you get to pay your bills. Yes.
I mean, there was good points to all of it, but you really were like, I mean, you don't go into nursing for money. So you go into nursing because you're good at taking care of people.
Yeah.
And in whatever way is your niche.
Yeah.
But,
it was just the natural progression of who we were because we
Mhm.
took care of our family members. We didn't put them in nursing homes. We, nursed them till
or
they
our
died.
animals.
Or the animals. Yeah. You just nurse them to death.
You just take care of them.
You just take care of them.
And then, so nursing, like there's the group of us that are nurses, we are naturally nurturing, even though currently our family members wouldn't necessarily agree with us that we're
No.
nurturing.
They get the worst part.
Right.
They get
Well, no, I've nurtured for 12 hours. There's none
I'm not
left.
nurturing you anything and nothing. When I
There's
come home, I
none
want you to be quiet and I don't want you to talk to me. I don't
But
care if your head's lopped off.
actually, I would
Find some duct
say
tape.
my last 10% I got, I try to leave that for the animals and small humans in the home.
That's it.
Because I don't want to put anyone else.
Them big humans can
The
just.
big humans. Sorry.
Good luck.
Sorry.
What do you give them? Hug and a prayer chain?
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. Yeah.
We call it the JCPC.
What's that?
Jerry Church Prayer Train. Shout out JC.
I love it so much. Okay, so burnout. I do hate to use that word because I feel like it's a negative connotation towards the person, not towards the system. And it really is supposed to be towards the system.
But I also think that I would think that most people who do high stress jobs, regardless of what it is, the financial guys, the attorney.
Oh, it's across the board.
After 25 years, there is a solid piece of burnout, if you want to use it, that everyone gets.
Yeah.
Everyone gets it. Physicians, nurses, lab techs, transporters. Transporters.
They transport things.
They transport things.
They sport it.
They sport
They
it.
transport it.
There we are.
They're sporting it. Anyway,
they get a level of burnout that it is. If you want, we gotta come up with a better name. I don't like burnout.
Even when they came up with moral injury, I think that's
moral injury is
that's it's a different thing.
That's different, and that is exclusive to healthcare, cops, paramedics, fire,
the people on the front line.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Yeah. Because you want to do the right thing, what you know to do, what you've been trained to do, but then you have powers that be say, you have to do it this way. Or not the correct way, the economical way. Mother, Father, and all that is holy. I hate that shit.
Well, I mean, just in the things that you've seen, we've talked about that. The things that you've seen, the things that you've done, the things that just injure you And normal people aren't supposed to see it on an everyday
No.
basis.
Think about working in an ER. You're seeing the absolute worst of someone's worst day
All the time.
100 times a day, every single day. Every single day you work,
Mhm.
you're seeing the worst or what they think is the worst. And you are seeing the worst.
Mhm.
I think ER frontline, I think that and cops and paramedics and
Mhm.
EMTs,
Right, no one ever
it's the
calls the
worst.
cops because they're happy.
I'm sorry?
No one ever
Yeah,
calls
that's
the
true.
cops
They
because they're
don't.
happy.
Yeah.
No one ever calls fire because they're
Just
excited.
happy to be here.
Like, "Come to my birthday party," maybe, but, um,
Wouldn't that be a
it's
treat? Can you bring
usually,
the fire truck to this birthday party over here? It's for you guys.
"Hey, there's a fire at."
The cat in a tree. Do they still do that?
I'm sure my nephew would. He would absolutely get a cat out of a tree and me. I'm like, "Hey, can you do me a solid?"
Yeah, but out here in the country, just they'll get down when they're ready.
What happens? My cats are inside cats.
If your cat gets outside and gets up in a tree, leave it alone, Terry. It'll get down when it's ready.
I'm gonna call my nephew, firefighter. Him and his moral injury can come over and get my cat
It
out
feels
of
so
the
better.
tree.
He'll feel better.
Right, that part. I don't know. I think that it is a very difficult spot. So what do you do about it? I guess is the real question, right?
I don't
We
know.
are all like signed up. So here we are now in the
It's not,
throes.
I need a vacation. I'm
Uh-uh.
tired. I need a nap.
No. There needs to be therapy, I think.
I think so too. Honestly,
And the
and this is saying
corporations actually should plan for this.
they should plan for it because they're the ones causing it. Just saying.
Well,
They are.
not
Don't.
all of it.
Oh, bullshit. They are causing every single
No.
fucking bit of it. Don't get me started. I'm
Well,
just
they
F
didn't.
bombing. It pisses me off to talk about this.
Well, they don't request the people come in
They
with their
got you running
drowning
on
babies.
metrics. They got you on metrics. Yeah, but they've got you on metrics. They don't give a shit how you're supposed to fix it. Just fix it within this allotted time. And if you don't, we're going to threaten you with your freaking job.
Right, I get that. But
Ah,
I'm saying there's a whole part of it that even the company can't. They can't they cannot control what calls we go on, what patients come in.
yeah, but
There's
not
a
everybody
part of
fits in a
that.
box.
No, that's true.
So don't expect me to take care of this person who's got an axe through his fucking skull in the same amount of times it takes me to fix the patient with a freaking stuffy nose.
Right. No, I agree
Stop
with
it.
that. Yeah, and that I think that also attributes, but I mean, so what do you
This gets
do?
me worked up, so I'm gonna cuss a lot. I'm sorry.
What do
God.
you do about it? How do we fix it? How does me and you
Take
working
the
in
freaking
these.
metrics out of the system. Let us do what we're supposed to
They're
do.
not gonna do that though.
Get your bottom line.
So what do you do as a healthcare worker?
You play let the bodies hit the floor and let people filter out of the ER as they see fit. That's what I did. I probably got right up for that shit. I don't know. Ah.
I mean, I really think that is the end game is trying to figure out what, because we're all in this rat race and we cannot. Well, you can get out. You absolutely can
I
get out.
did.
And you cannot be a nurse. Like, you can
You
get
could take
out
a
of the
soft job.
system.
You absolutely can. You can go
Mhm.
online and do work for insurance companies that perpetuate that system. Absolutely, you can. And
Yeah.
here's the thing I don't think a lot of healthcare systems realize if you don't have nurses, you don't have a hospital. I think we're seeing that now with all the boarding that we're doing in ERs. We don't have any staff up there to take care of patients. We don't.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're all sitting at a standstill. It's not just one particular hospital over, and it's all of them. All of them. All of these nurses are
All of
pissed
the
off.
hospitals.
Seasoned nurses and nurse practitioners are like, oh, deuces, we're like out because of the moral injury that's happening. Because again, we went to school to learn how to do what we do, and we're being told, yes, you may know how to do it the correct way, the right way, and you're going to have a great patient outcome if you do it that way. But it doesn't align with our bottom line. So we're going to need you to do it this way. Cut this corner. Don't do this. Kick them out the door and just pray for the best.
Yeah. And so
Ah,
I do believe, like, for me, like in that, who's actively in that, I think that the idea of having a disposition, whether home or admission in 3 hours, is it is hard.
you're doing a full workup on these people.
It is
In
hard.
primary care, this takes weeks to do. You go to an ER setting, you got to get that crap done in
3 hours.
3 hours.
Yep.
I don't know if it's a level 4 or 5, 3, 4, 5. What is it? An hour and 10 minutes?
Like 60 minutes, I think.
60 minutes. You want me to diagnose,
I
treat,
don't know
and
that. I
dispose.
don't
I
know
think
that
it was
number.
an hour and 10 minutes when I was there.
Okay, we'll call it an hour and 10. I can't remember.
It's probably backed up because they want you to do it in shorter time. I can remember being told by my medical director, don't order that. If you don't have to order, if you can disposition them without that result, go ahead and do it. We'll call them later. Hi, you've got a head bleed, and you're going to die in the next 24 minutes. I need you to get back to the ER.
Yeah. I think that the good thing about I will say this, that you're making a decision, but it is of disposition as home or admission.
Right.
So then that starts a whole other pathway of issues. And then now you're arguing with people
Hospitalist,
to
neurosurgeons. That's my
admit a
favorite.
patient that
Mhm.
they don't agree with you, but they're also not there. But the other thing I'll say about that is what I've noticed is, so after doing it for so long, it's probably a little easier for me to come up with what I'm doing, right?
Sure.
But for someone who's starting out, it is not that easy
Mm-mm.
to come up with, am I sending this person home? Am I missing something? And blah, blah,
Mhm.
blah, blah. You go through this whole cascade of events, which I get it. Corporate medicine doesn't care about, and that's
No,
fine. But
they're taking a
this is
chance.
how we get to where what we're talking about,
Yeah.
burnout.
Yeah.
And this is how it happens. Um, and there's a lot of other parts to it too. Shift work is
Oh,
just messes you up.
chemically
Yeah, your circadian rhythm is just trash,
trash.
total trash. I mean, and oh my gosh, and this, like for instance, this says the cultural problem in healthcare,
Oh, yeah.
glorifying overwork and self-sacrifice.
Oh, the
Man,
self-sacrifice.
that hurts.
Yeah.
That stings a little bit.
If you would just, I need you to work an extra shift for your team. You don't want to let them down.
Right, when did I mean, I love my folks, right? I
You
love my peeps,
don't go home and be with your family.
but
Stay here
when
with
did
us. We're
we
more important.
switch? When did they start using that tactic as, "This is your work family"? Isn't that
Fuck
interesting?
all the way off.
It's interesting,
Because
isn't it?
realistically, and I've seen it, and I don't want to say I've participated in it, but when someone that you work with dies,
Yeah.
someone you've worked with for years, they just die, you're not going to feel it as much as their family is.
Mhm.
I remember I came in the very next day, like, oh yeah, she died yesterday. So,
Yeah,
but they want you to spend all of this extra time with your work family.
right.
It's a work team. It's not a work family.
I agree.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
We're
and
going to change that. It's not work family. It's work team.
right. I
Period.
mean, yeah, that's a tough gig, but that's
Mm-mm.
interesting. I feel personally attacked on that one.
Yeah, Tara, go ahead and sign up for some more shifts at the freaking hospital.
Um,
Leave this work family all alone by themselves through the week.
oh Lord.
Work
Here we
team.
go. What was it? Didn't I just get the suck it up mentality
Yeah.
in that?
Suck
Yeah.
it up. Mhm.
That's nice. I
Yeah.
don't And so in the end, like, we all know the things. We know what burnout is. We've all heard the term, we've heard it all through social media. And it's, well, maybe not everybody, because I'm sure not everyone's on Nurse Talk, but
No.
you are on Nurse Talk. Don't act
Am
like you're
I?
not. Yes.
I am.
She's on Nurse Talk. So yeah, it's very
I'm always
prevalent.
sending you TikToks. Tara, watch this. This is so spot on.
Like, how does one, so what would be your advice for a new incoming NP?
Don't do it.
Oh my God.
I'm
Not
just kidding.
not that advice.
Don't do it. Create your boundaries early.
Mhm.
For
I
real,
would say,
create your
yeah.
boundaries early. If you're gonna work 36 hours a week, work your 36 hours a week. Turn your fucking phone off and don't answer when they call. You're not
Mhm.
on their time. If you're at home, you're on your time.
I would say boundaries is a good one.
Boundaries is huge.
And know your
And
own
know your
worth.
limitations too.
Know your worth.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Know your worth.
Do not freaking settle when you've got, oh my God. There's such an oversaturation of nurse practitioners in a lot of markets, especially here, tons of it. And so young nurse practitioners are just so amped up and excited to get a job that they'll take a lesser paying job, which creates you know,
A win
a
for
baseline for
them.
them to say, yeah, well, we're only going to pay them this much from now on.
I would
Oh
say,
God.
as if I had it to do over again, I would definitely leave my area first
Hmm.
and go where the market was the best.
Yeah.
I would definitely do that. Um,
I mean, do what you love. Like I
right.
love ER. Whew.
Yeah. Do what you
I still
love.
love ER. I
That
still
would
love the
be
fun stuff.
that would be my first thing, is know your worth, do what you love,
Travel.
and do the travel.
God, do the
But
travel.
don't stay if you're in a small town and there's no availability, like, don't stay there. And but that also is like, well, there's parents,
Yeah,
there's this,
that's hard to do
but
for some
I'm just
people.
saying, do it anyway.
Yeah, you're
You can
supposed to do
always
things
come
scared.
back. You
Yeah.
can always
Oh
come back.
god, that's like insurance. You don't want it this year? Fine. They'll take you back next year. It's not a big deal. Same thing with traveling, nursing, and things like
Yeah,
that. Absolutely. Go
do
travel and
it.
then come back.
Mhm. Because you're going to be in your one area for, and you know how it is. Because like, our area here locally, we all know each other
Mhm.
ish. We all know.
But I think that's a good thing too. We all know each other and you can pull from your specialists and things like that that you're friends with, that you've
Oh,
made friendships
yes,
with over the years and say, "Hey, I need to
definitely.
see this person."
But I'm saying starting out, day one, I think, because like I said, you can always come back and get into this pool.
Sure.
I think it is know your worth. And I think that is a part of it. I think it's a
Especially
big
know
part
your
of it.
worth if you are working for an employment company like the ER employment companies. They
Mhm.
got tons of money.
Mhm.
They got a shit ton of money. So don't sit there and settle. Know your worth. Ask for CEUs, ask for reimbursement of your licenses and things like that. Be
Yeah.
sure to ask for that. Ask for vacation time off.
Mhm.
And ask
Which
for better pay. Just go up a little bit and see
for
what
the
happens.
for the record, that is not a common finding
No,
in NP land.
no.
There is not a
Well, you only work 3 days a week. I'm going to tell you something. You
it's
are more
36
exhausted.
hours.
You're more exhausted after your 3 days a week using all of that freaking brain power, all that mental, that cerebral
Especially
activity that you're
new.
doing. Oh
Ooh.
my god, especially new, I'll tell you about that. So, you're so exhausted by that time, that day after, you're like, "Mm-mm, I don't wanna talk to anybody, I don't wanna do anything. I want to just hunker down in this bed and not do a thing."
Mhm.
Um, and then you have a couple of days to do whatever, but you have life in those couple of days too.
Mhm. Right.
So
Yeah.
I
And
remember whenever I first started out as a nurse practitioner, I was thrown to the wolves in the ER. I had 6 hours of orientation. That's 4 hours on the computer and 2 hours a person. It's like, dying. I cried every single day I went home for 3 months thinking, "I'm gonna kill somebody." I would call my friend and be like, "I'm gonna kill somebody. I think I did the wrong thing. I wanna go back and be a nurse. I don't wanna do this because I don't know anything. I'm stupid. I don't know what's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna die." And she's like, "You need to calm down. It'll all level out." And it
yeah,
did.
it did.
And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
It's just getting your feet wet and knowing what to do. You know what to do. It's just,
I started out
ugh.
on night shift as a brand new NP.
Mm.
And, I don't think I actually had an orientation, but I was a student in that same ER, so
Mhm.
maybe it was considered the same. Um, yeah, but I was also terrified.
Yeah, the transition from nurse to nurse practitioner is huge.
Mhm.
You think you know as a nurse because you've worked ER for 100
Yes.
years and you
Yes.
know what they're about to order and what all the tick, 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 and then you're the one making the call and the shot.
Yeah. It's really hard. I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna sound so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Um, it is really hard to order a contrasted study on somebody on the first few. You're like,
Is that the right one?
"I'm gonna
How are their kidneys? Do I
I'm
need to worry
gonna
about that?
destroy them." Even though we've, like, done tons of research into contrast
Yeah.
and renal injury,
And
it is
radiation.
not that big of a deal. I get it.
We can wash it
However,
out. It's fine.
in your mind, you're like when you're like, "CT abdomen," and it's like, and you're like, "Oh my god." And you're like, "Why didn't I ever watch anyone order this or ask questions prior to this?" You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Like,
Because they
just
just did it. They got in the zone.
just just that alone, I could spend a solid 10 minutes looking. I remember, like, thinking, like, "Oh my god, what if there's something I don't know about this person?" And they go in there and they have this huge reaction and then they die.
It's happened.
So yeah.
They always code in CT.
That was my biggest fear as a nurse,
They
but
always code in CT.
once that happened, it was like, "Eh,
They have everything over there, so we're fine. They
absolutely."
got a crash cart in CT. Mhm, absolutely.
I mean, but I'm assuming, like, once you're shot at one time too, it's not nearly as scary, you know?
Phew! Oh,
Oh, someone
oh, oh,
oh, no,
it's
it's
fine.
just John over here shooting him. Stop it.
Oh, Jesus. So I think that's where we all started. We all start in this very scary parts of healthcare, whether it be nursing, nurse practitioner, physician, whatever. You're very nervous. You start out, you're good to go. And then you get the hang of it. And you've got the hang of it. And then
Mhm.
it becomes kind of not mundane, but just kind of repetitive.
Mhm.
We're recognizing patterns
Yeah.
and
Even
um,
though everybody's like, "I can't imagine the ER being boring," it's repetitive.
it is repetitive.
Then, like, 1 out of 100
You have
different
one zebra
things.
or unicorn.
Right. Something I mean, especially after, like, 20 years,
Yeah.
then you're like, "Did anything interesting happen?" And the level of what it takes to be interesting for me versus
Same.
new grad is so different, right? So I'm literally like, "Yeah, no." And then you hear this other person be like, "Oh my god, did you see that rollover MVC and everybody was ejected and they're brought in their legs separately?" I was like, "Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah." So there was a rollover MVC.
Oh, I forgot about
I
that.
forgot. I forgot. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's part
Did
of
you
it
see the
too.
guy with the grenade in his hand that blew off? Yeah. I'm like, "Oh, I forgot about
I
that."
forgot about that one too. I actually
Mm.
haven't seen a grenade.
I did.
I've seen many fireworks that look like
I
grenades.
saw a grenade.
I have not seen a grenade. See,
That
that would
was
be interesting to me because I haven't really because of the grenade.
this was probably, I think in 2012, maybe 2013.
What am I doing with a grenade?
Playing with it.
Were they
Pin out,
adults?
pin in, pin out. Yeah. Pin out,
Pin
pin in, pin. Okay.
Oh my god, they were
Yeah.
playing Russian
Was like a
roulette.
while ago. Mhm.
Was that
Good times. And it was just his hand, which was really odd because a grenade, you're thinking,
yeah, burn everywhere. It must
no,
have been like a mi
fuddy-duddy,
do they make minis?
like a half dud.
Mm.
Mm.
They make baby grenades? Like,
Maybe.
is there an explosion category? Like, "Oh, this is an
Maybe it was
A47. It's, like,
old.
blows up
I don't
the
know. It was a
entire
grenade. I mean, they had sheriff's department
county."
out there, everything. It was in the county. Sheriff's department was out there. I synced it.
That's crazy.
So anyway, you start
Yeah,
there,
see?
you find interesting things, you move
Yep.
along the way, and then all of a sudden, if you're good at anything, you know this is true. If you're good at anything and you have sucky people that suck at things, you're going to get more of their shit because you can handle it.
Mm, yeah.
I think that's part of burnout too, for sure.
Yes, it is. What about this one?
The
That was a
proficient
big
people.
one. What is it what's the saying? Like, you get no good deed goes unpunished?
No, it's a true story.
True story. What about this one? I like this one. The pressure to be resilient instead of fixing unsafe
Oh,
systems.
just work around it. Oh, ER rules change every what? 4 or 5 weeks?
No.
New rule. We're going to do it this
Shift.
way.
Every 4 or 5
Pivot.
shifts.
Pivot. Yes, every single freaking time. We have a new rule, a new law in town, and
Oh,
we're gonna have to do it.
100%.
And you have to bend and flex to it. And then it kind of just fades out.
Yeah.
It just
Or I'm
fades.
like
It doesn't even stop, it just fades.
I mean, is it very
People just eventually stop doing it. And then all of a sudden, new rule! You're like, God damn it, here we go again.
or
Ah,
you're like, "Hey guys, like badging in. So what are we doing today
and
about
what are we doing
whatever?"
today? That was our thing.
Yeah.
What's new this week?
What are we doing today?
It's
Because it's
common.
very, very that right there alone is
Yeah.
very difficult.
They're putting a Band-Aid on a bullet hole, and that's the truth. They're trying to fix this big, huge systematic problem, and they're gonna we're gonna just do this little piece right here, and this will work for a little bit and appease the masses for 5 seconds, and then it'll fall off, and they'll get back to what they were doing. And we'll come up with another little piece of something.
Reinventing the wheel.
God bless America, I swear.
I wanna know this. This is what I wanna know. So, as we are trying out these processes, right? Like, somewhere there's a playbook. Somewhere. I know there
Some
is.
business manual?
They're like, "Hey, you remember when we were a full functioning everything was just rolling through there, we were
Mhm.
doing a good job, and
Mm.
do you remember that small period of can we just flip back and see what we were
Yeah.
doing then
No.
and, like, try some of that?"
That costs $2 more an hour. We're not gonna do
That's
that.
always I was just like, "Why can't we just, like, flip the page and be like, let's see.
No, don't you know how, like, whenever it's going really well, it's going really well.
We gotta fix
Everything's
it.
we got fix what? I know. I'm like, we're doing great. What are you talking
Gotta
about?
fix it."
Well, we made $1,000 this week. but we can make 1,005 next week if we fuck all this shit up over here, start up, make it a big jumble day. Yeah, that's what happens.
That's what it feels like, at least as the healthcare worker. For real.
Yeah.
But and then, like, why don't we have more conversations amongst the lower ranks about the ones, like, in the trenches? Like,
They
we're
don't talk to the trench people.
no, we're told, but, like, why don't they have more conversations with us? Like,
Like,
polls. I mean, it's
whenever
2026.
we were wanted to talk about the flow at one point, I remember. We were talking about the flow, and they invited the advanced practice providers, the APCs, the mid-levels, whatever you wanna call us, I don't give a shit. But they called us and said,
I
"Hey,
do.
if you wanna participate"
I
I don't care,
care.
just pay me. They
See? Moral injury.
yeah. Okay.
Know your worth.
So they called us and said, "Hey, do you wanna participate? We're gonna talk about flow and throughput to make it better on everybody." And we as APCs, mid-level, whatever, us, we go to participate. We offer suggestions that pretty spot on because the throughput of an ER starts in the front, which you're going to see at an APC mid-level APP. You're going to see that person first. They're going to say, yes, you need to be seen. No, you don't need to be seen, whatever. They're going to help direct you where you go. But then at that time, the nurses were calling the shots. It wasn't the providers calling the shots of where people go, which is fine. But then we offer suggestions, we offer solutions, and we're talking, no, we're still going to do it this way. We planned on it this way. We just wanted it to appear that you guys had some input here.
I would even like to pretend like I had input.
It was rude.
It is rude, but I've never been invited.
Well, why don't they just
And
take some of them business people that get paid so much, sit in their little C-suite place, go send them to a hospital that has really good throughput and really good, times
where
and things
are
like that.
those places?
Figure it out.
Can someone tag me in those places that work? Because I
Where
would
does it
love
work?
to see that. I would love that,
I would
right?
too. Where is that?
Yeah, I would love to see a place that
I don't think it exists because if you watch the pit, it
maybe
just
it's
doesn't
a
exist either.
unicorn. Maybe we've all been trying to attain a goal that doesn't exist.
Hmm.
Maybe that's part of it.
Maybe that's what it is.
But we all burn out so fast that we 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 can't be there anymore or
No,
whatever,
we're
you
done
know?
here. Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Oh, look, signs and symptoms. Yeah,
Ooh,
irritability, emotional numbness, dread before shifts. Do you know every Sunday before I had a Monday shift, Joey knew when I worked. He always knew when I worked next. If Sunday, if it's a Tuesday, whatever. If I had to work on a Monday, on Sunday, I turned into this really, I don't know, mean person because I was dreading going to work.
Mondays.
The day, he always knew, you work tomorrow. I'm like, yes.
Well, Oz will
Same.
say, he'll be like, "Oh man, I just realized it's a Monday."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "'Cause we're gonna get wrecked on a Monday."
Hmm.
And
Or day after a holiday.
oh damn.
Day after holiday is the worst.
Dude.
July 5th,
Yeah. Those are terrible. But
terrible days.
so signs that you're looking at directly down the barrel of um, moral injury. I like that better than burnout. Like she said, the irritability,
Mhm.
um, crying in the bathroom at a shift is not a normal finding, I don't think. I really don't think it is. I mean, unless someone like brought up
I didn't
dead
cry in a bathroom.
baby.
No, I never did that, no.
No, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's also the thing is that we don't even have normal responses
I think
to the things we're seeing anymore.
I think we and I don't think we're apathetic. I think that have just seen so much, and we have been hammered on so much that our empathy is a little askew.
I do. I agree with that. But I think it also has to be because I cannot get ravaged emotionally by this one event that happens at 10 a.m.
Mhm,
when I still have 10 more hours
mhm.
potentially of being here and 10 more horrible events happening to me in that time frame. So, like, you just got to pick it up and go on to do this
I
job.
think you compartmentalize it.
You do.
You put it in your pocket and move on to the next. You just have to keep going.
Yeah. So, what do you do? What do you tell them?
But then people think that you're an asshole because you're not as emotionally
Think about our kids.
my poor babies.
My poor baby. Lord. I'm like, "You're fine. It's fine. You're fine. It's fine."
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Because you haven't reached the level of where things aren't really fine. So you really that's another thing. Once you've been doing this a long time, like, you really have to take a second, step back, think about the person, that's coming to you with whatever injury. And I'm
Mhm.
not saying that it is possible to do it every day at your work, because it's not. But when you're home and your own family and your own friends, like, you have to take a second, right? Step back a second and be like, I can see you're super concerned, and you have to I'm not gonna be able to
But
show it. I'm not gonna
also
lie, but I try, right?
but
I
yeah,
ask.
but here's the thing too is when people come to you, friends, family, whatever, and they say, "I have this, that, and the other going on," and you're just kinda like, "Uh-huh." They think that, "Oh my god, you don't care." It's not that I
Right.
don't care,
Yeah.
it's that
I'm probably
that's not a
processing.
big, huge problem. It's not as big a problem as it's a big problem to you.
Mhm.
It's not that big a problem to me because
Well,
I've seen worse.
right.
I don't know, it's hard to
It
explain.
is very hard to explain, to put into words, because in either scenario, you look like a huge asshole,
So think about this. Let's think
right?
sure. So think about this. Let's say you're a teacher and your student comes to you and says, I don't know. I don't get how to add 4 plus 4. And you're like, oh my God, that's so basic. How come you don't get it? I think that's how we think when it
Yeah, yeah,
comes to
yeah.
healthcare and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
It's so basic. It's an emergency to you because you don't understand it. You don't know how to add 4 and 4. And the teacher's like, oh my God. Same thing with us. If you come to me with XYZ and I look at you and I'm like, okay.
Mhm.
It's not that it's urgent to you. I get it, but it's basic to me.
Correct. Oh, yeah. I get that too. And then the people yeah, let's put something to it, like blood pressure. They check in. My
Oh
blood
yeah.
pressure is high.
That's a good one.
It's the easiest
That's a good
one
one.
to
My blood
speak
pressure
on.
is 130 over 90. I'm like, "Okay." But it's
Hallelujah.
high to you. We're like, "Hell yeah, that's good. I don't
Hallelujah,
care."
because we're emergency people.
210 over to 110? Yeah, I'm gonna do something about that.
Even then, I'm like, "Oh."
160 over
Actually
100?
actually, at 210 over 110, in my mind, the first thing I think is, "Oh, once I get to the back, we can recheck it. It'll be better."
Yeah. Let's check the second
Because
time
they've
first.
walked in, immediately I'm like, "Meh."
I'm not saying don't treat your 130 over 90
No.
blood pressure. I'm not saying that at all.
No.
I'm saying it's not as urgent or emergent as someone with a 210 over 110.
Correct, correct. But for that person who is always 111 over
70.
60, they're like 130 over 90. Yeah, that is a big deal for them. And I
Yeah.
get it. But for us, it's a little harder. So what I always say is, hey, you can't live at that every day.
Yeah.
We got to figure out what to do about it
Right
for
now.
everyday
Yeah.
basis, but we can't treat it right this like
Yeah.
emergently. So if you take that in the context of how you're asking us about something, like, what is this? Oh, looks maybe it's probably a skin cancer.
Maybe.
What? Oh my God, it's a skin cancer. Yeah, I mean, it's probably been growing for some time. Like, we got some time.
Mhm.
And so therefore I look like
An
I don't care.
asshole.
Right. Like, I am the worst person in the world. But I've had 14 thoughts the moment you showed it to me.
Mhm.
And I've processed all of that. And what I got out is it's probably a skin cancer.
I think that's another part of burnout too, is the things that we see every single day, we see every single day, and we don't get worked up about it. It's just like we're going through the motions. Again, it is, recognizing patterns, recognizing things on a daily basis that we see every day, and we just kind of move through the motions.
Mm,
Those things
mhm.
burn you out.
You're listening to Teens and Ash, the show where two real life providers get real about health habits, wellness, and the broken healthcare system. We're here to educate, empower, and entertain you, one appointment free episode at a time. This is healthcare without the bullshit.